Sometimes dead is better.
Warning, the following podcast is not responsible for any heads that explode. Or if you happen to get shot by a shotgun. Or I guess kind of get like tossed out of your vehicle or something while listening to it. I don't really know.
Or
Caught
nodded
on-
at a lot, or winked at a little bit. Or,
Yeah,
on
or if you
fire.
get like the O face while watching this or listening.
or the poop face. I mean, there was a lot of that too. Like,
Well, like, all right, so
constipation face.
if you're scanning someone, it's an O face, like a good O. And
Oh?
if you're being scanned, it's a bad O. That's what I learned.
Oh.
This is what you learned.
Yeah.
What? But you mean a bad O? So like a toilet O is different than a bedroom O.
Yeah.
Are those the two differences that you're making?
Yeah,
here?
yeah, definitely.
Okay. All right.
Well, one's a P in the O.
What? Wait, what?
What?
do you want to
This-
do a diagram for me? I don't know what that means.
No, we don't need
Well,
drawings.
I
of this
did
whatsoever.
have dairy before this, and
Oh,
I'm not
no.
allowed to have dairy.
Oh,
I
no.
needed a Frosty to stay awake after watching this movie.
Oh, you're not kidding, dude.
What? Oh, stop! No, we can't start already. No. All right. Guess what?
La-
Forget
ladies and
everything,
gentlemen.
Nate.
Oh,
Forget
you know what?
everything, Nate. No,
I am
Stop it!
Nate, the host.
stop it!
That
No,
guy over there is Charlie, who's yelling.
I
Yeah,
am
I
yelling.
think
That guy
Yes,
over
I thought
there,
I was
that's
starting.
Pete.
Right. There is only one way to start this episode, and
Start
I'm
it.
about to. No, here we go.
You ever see that scene in Scanners when that dude's head blew up?
That's how we start this episode
Okay,
of
fair enough.
Scanners.
That's fair. I
Yeah.
think you're right, Charlie. I can't
Scanners?
argue with that.
More like shotguns. Am I right or am I right?
More
A lot
like
of a lot of
nappy
shotguns.
time.
No.
No, I won't go that far. I will say, I thought I've seen this movie before. I totally have not. It turns out the movie that I thought I saw that was this movie was Rubber. That's on me.
What?
That's
Like
not a
the killer tire?
Yeah, you know what? That movie
That
had
was-
way more exploding heads
It
than
did.
this movie.
It did.
Because I thought the whole time it was going to be exploding head,
Mhm.
and it wasn't.
It wasn't. No.
No.
Oh my
Goodness gracious.
God. Don't. What? When will this month be over?
I will take credit for picking this movie because I remembered for once that I had not seen this film, and I have always wanted to see it because it was a Cronenberg film that I had not seen. This is a well-loved film. It's a well-loved cult film, and I've heard nothing but great things about it from other podcasts and other people that just gush over it. And then I watched it, and I'm so happy that this has a cult following because if it was just me, then no one would watch this movie.
Like this one has the most hype from when we announced all the movies we were doing this month.
Yeah, pretty
Like,
much.
people
It
were
really
really
did.
excited. I was and am excited. We're covering
I'm
Scanners.
still excited.
I love this movie.
Wasn't
Do
what
you
I was
really?
expecting.
I do.
I need to know more about the brain of Charlie for what was so good about this movie, but maybe not right at this very moment.
No,
So
we have things we got to do.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
can we go ahead and hit the trailer real quick?
Please
Of
do.
course.
Let's do it.
I would like to scan all of you in this room, one at a time.
There are 4 billion people on Earth. 237 are scanners. They'll control your mind, conquer your will, manipulate your body like a toy.
Self-destruct, 5 seconds.
The pain begins in your flesh, in your brain.
4 seconds.
You feel its power,
3 seconds.
the pressure, the pounding, the terror.
2 seconds.
You can't breathe. It chokes you. It destroys you.
1 second.
You begin to self-destruct. Experience the terrifying power of scanners. You pray it will end, and it will. Scanners,
literally the same noise after
That's
two.
a hell of a
So
trailer park. Trailer
trailer park guy. That's an
I didn't
awesome
mean that.
trailer park guy.
Now there might be a scanner that lives in a trailer park, and like
well, if there's
anytime
237,000 or
no,
two-
237
237.
37 period. Sorry.
period.
Yep.
Now the
4
fun
billion
thing
people,
was, yeah,
237.
I clicked on what said original theatrical trailer in 1981.
Yeah.
That's not that.
Oh.
This is actually the British one that gives you an X rating warning at the beginning of it.
Ooh.
The first one I played, apparently they played the entire setting of him asking for a volunteer, and Michael Ironside walks up to the table and they blow up the head. That is
that's
the original trailer.
There's your movie.
That's your hook.
And I was like, this is just the entire scene.
Quite literally blew your load on that trailer. This is the beginning. This is why you don't watch trailers. Don't watch trailers.
Yeah, this one totally
This
would have done it.
totally blows it up.
Since we're
'Cause-
on that, the funny thing is Cronenberg literally added stuff before this movie was supposed to open with that big auditorium setting. It was like, I need a volunteer. That's how the movie was supposed to start. But Cronenberg didn't want late moviegoers to miss this. So he added that whole thing with them capturing
the 10
the
minutes
other
before in the
scanner.
mall or something.
Yeah.
Okay.
He added that so that the late viewers wouldn't miss the giant.
Who's a
head
late
explode.
viewer? What idiot? What year was
Dude,
it? 80,
wait,
this is 82 or
81.
something?
I still go
81.
into theaters and people walk in 15, 20 minutes late.
I swear, I
Why
wanna
show up
smack
at that
them.
point?
Well, that's
You
what
can,
I say.
You can show up in the middle of the trailers because who the hell
Yeah.
cares about the trailers?
Oh yeah,
But don't get late for the
no,
film.
it
Yeah.
happens. I have literally
That's-
watched people
I-
walk
I
in
cannot
and sit down, and
I wouldn't be able
it
to do
blows
it.
my mind.
spend $10-12 for a movie and you're late for it. Go.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Especially if it's a half hour,
You make-
hour and a half, and you
yeah,
miss the
you make
first
too
20
much
minutes.
money.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that was actually a thing. Although I was kind of thinking about that was like, the big thing back then was like drive-ins, and I remember going that if there was a lot of people coming to that movie, it
Oh, I
took a
suppose.
while to get
Yeah. Okay.
through the park, and so
Uh-huh.
that
Oh,
thought
God.
crossed my mind of maybe that's what it is. It's like to
Maybe,
give people
yeah,
enough time
okay.
to get their spots.
I'll give you a pass for that.
That was just a theory in my head
Mhm,
because we are the final generation that probably got to enjoy drive-in
Yeah.
movies.
I remember
you know,
not being
on
able to
the
go
regular.
see the first Insidious in the drive-in because the line was so long that like by the time I finally got up to buy the ticket, they're like, "Yeah, the movie's already starting." Like they were like basically denied me in. I was like, "Oh,
Oh,
They
This
know
sucks.
there's probably a point. I actually
yeah."
I
There's
came
probably
home,
so many cars.
you
Honestly,
might. They might be full, quite literally.
that
Yeah.
too. Where I just came home from Ohio, hanging out with you guys. That Sunday I was driving back. A buddy of mine texted me saying, "Hey man, the drive-in over here is playing Friday the 13th."
Oh
And
no!
he got to go. He
way.
sent me pictures, and I was like, "Dude, I got home in time, but I was so white.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I can't do it." So, but I was like, oh
You-
my god, it was
You know.
amazing.
The funny thing when you were in town previously, I had just driven 18 hours from Colorado, and I still came and watched a movie with you assholes, and you
Yeah.
couldn't get the gumption to go watch Friday the 13th on the big screen.
Because I remember you almost falling asleep watching one movie with us.
I'm quite
Yeah.
shocked I didn't.
Yeah, I mean, he literally had a piece of pizza falling
Did I
out
really?
of his mouth as he
that
was
doesn't
asleep.
surprise me.
It was like, poking it with a stick.
Master.
This
Sticking
all could be
beefcake
true.
on him.
I don't know. I was there in body, but not in spirit or
Exactly.
mind.
And
Pretty
I
much.
wanted to be at Friday the 13th in spirit
Understood.
and body, so
Sure.
I wanted to enjoy it.
Just
that's
busting your
what I-
balls, dude.
That's what I was thinking on that. So, well, this kind of ruins this whole thing. Like we knew this was the first watch for Pete, which is why
Yep.
we picked it. I was hoping Nate had some kind of history with this movie, but apparently he has history with changing tires or some shit.
Yeah,
don't
and I
know.
have a history of just knowing that gif of the head exploding.
Everybody knows
it
that
is
gif.
quite possibly in the top 10 of
Mhm.
horror movie
All
scenes
horror
all time.
The chest burster from Alien, the scanner explosion.
Yeah.
I do enjoy
I don't know.
that when
Leatherface running in a circle at the end of Texas Chainsaw.
Next
uh,
generation.
No,
camera- yeah, definitely that one.
Don't bring up that. Oh my god.
So,
Lord.
Nate, do you have
Vilmer
any-
is a legacy in the
That's right.
Texas Chainsaw
It's
lore.
wrong. It's wrong.
So,
That
Nate, do you
doesn't
have
exist.
like any memory of maybe not watching the movie, but what kind of?
No, I legit thought I'd seen this, but I
Yeah.
guarantee it's probably from some sort of horror documentary or something
Sure.
that I've
Right.
watched.
It was a horror clip show, wasn't it? Like
most
like,
likely.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
then
Maybe even a
everyone
as,
has
Cronenberg documentary.
very well could have been. And as I was watching like the opening scene, I was like, I totally have not seen this.
Mhm.
But I was instantly like hooked in because like the score is great.
The
The
score is good.
restoration
It's
of this
so
film,
Yep.
Cronenberg.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yep.
god.
the
Most people would be
restoration
like
of
this-
this movie.
Yeah.
I'm
Most
sorry?
people would be like
Phenomenal.
this soundtrack sucks, but if you don't know
No, no.
Cronenberg movies, you
No, no.
missed it because his score for his movies add a level of creep and discomfort
Agreed.
to his film. Sorry, Nate,
Yeah.
but I was like,
No.
if you're going to talk already about the score,
Yeah.
you got to.
I mean, it's
What is that he uses
phenomenal.
a lot? Like the theremin? Is that what that's called?
Ther-
Where he uses
Yeah.
that
theremin.
really theremin.
Mhm.
that-
That's the Star
It's
Trek.
the Star Trek instrument. God, it's.
I
this
would love to
music.
play with one. I feel like I'd have a blast.
I
Hey,
think
my,
you would
my, name,
electrocute
my middle name is
yourself.
Theremin. Do
Probably.
you want to?
Somehow Nate would have electrical sparks like a Jacob's ladder going across the damn thing. I don't know how, but I think you would mess it up really bad.
Maybe. Watching this on HBO, it was part of the Criterion collection
Yep.
that they put on. So it looked phenomenal. And I always have an appreciation for old films that are automatically shot in widescreen
Yeah.
because then it takes up the entire TV and you
You're-
get to see every little
so good.
detail
Yep.
that Cronenberg wanted you to see.
Yeah.
And like
He
the
fills the
opening
screen.
shots. Yeah. There's no
He always
space
fills the
wasted
screen. Nope.
with the
Not a
screen.
bit.
For the most part, I did enjoy this movie. What was cool was I don't have any nostalgia with this movie. I don't have anything connected with it. So I get to kind of look at it without a bias in a sense.
Okay.
But also I'm not one of those people that automatically writes something off because it was made in the 80s, you know?
No, never.
Like that's
True.
Never.
definitely
Give me the old
something
movies.
that
I love them.
happens.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I also get to see where this is a movie that I enjoy the concept more than the execution.
Oh, okay.
That's actually fair.
Mhm.
Before I give my
Well done.
backstory on it, I just want it to be known for those that maybe don't know. Even Cronenberg has, gone on record saying he understands the story's a bit just disjointed. He was writing and shooting at the exact same time. They had 2 months
it
to
was
do
a
this movie.
rushed
Super
production.
rushed.
Mhm.
What he got on film
Mhm.
is phenomenal in the time crunch he had to still come off as a Cronenberg. So the disjointedness of the story, I can't defend that. I don't even think Cronenberg ever really tried to defend it himself before he passed. I'm sure he wishes he could
Cronenberg's still
probably go
alive.
back.
I think Cronenberg's still
I
alive.
thought
He's still
Cronenberg died.
No, he
I'm
just made a
pretty
movie
sure.
last year.
Yeah,
I
I'm
thought that
pretty
was
He's
sure.
got
his
another one
son.
coming out.
His son is making movies
His
also.
son's
but
making
I'm-
movies too that are very
I-
disturbing.
Okay,
Yeah.
we'll X all that.
Remember, I am David Cronenberg, and this is how I sound. Remember when we did The Fly and he was
I know
on the
we did
show?
Fly. I swore I thought we did that because he died. So
No,
we
he
had
just
him
keeps
on
saying, "May he rest in peace," and he's alive.
there. Oh well.
But like the idea of these people that can blow up your mind, but only one of them does it, and then the idea of someone tracking down a bad guy version of it. I like that idea. It could be cat and
there
mouse.
there were a lot of films back then that did that. You had like Firestarter and like Dead Zone and
Yeah,
Carrie, and there was a lot of that ESP telekinesis kind of
something we have sadly lost in film.
magic of some sort, and it was the magic of those was a lot of fun because you could explain things happening inside of the camera, the special effects happening without having to do a lot of a special effects. You're like, all I got to do is really look hard at something, and this knife flies across the room and things like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
And
Or
it's,
fire starts.
right. You don't
Yeah,
need
fire.
right. You
Yeah.
look real close and someone bursts into flames instead of you projecting flames from your fingertips. That's a lot cheaper to do it that way. And I think there were a lot of those films back in this era, late 70s, early 80s, before I don't know,
Yeah.
before there was any good CG, and not
Well, I
even
mean,
that
this is
in the 80s.
81.
Right,
Yeah,
but
this
even
is
even like really
incredible.
good green screen.
Yeah.
This the effects in this film are bar none. I think they're amazing. All of the prosthetics, the I don't even want to talk about the head explosion because it might be number one as far as practical effects has ever been.
Ever.
That
Yeah,
that and
I
the
mean,
chest
it's
buster in Alien, I cannot think. And ladies and gentlemen, if you want to give us your greatest practical effects of
that'd
all
be a good
time,
one.
I would
Yeah, I like
love
that.
to hear them. But those are my top two:
Yeah.
this head explosion and the chest burster from Alien. But yeah, that's this era that's of all the practical effects. This man, even when like at the end when his veins are popping out of his
The
forearm,
bladder
and
gags.
it's so man,
Oh,
it's
it's
so good, and it's
great.
so detailed. It's not just a bladder; it's small bladders looking like veins in your forearm.
Oh yeah.
And
God,
the
man,
Yeah.
blood is streaming out of them, and then like chunks
Yeah.
of face is falling off.
Oh,
It's
so
great. And it's
When his
all like
eyes-
shown. It's
when
not
his
like
eyes
camera tricks.
implode, that totally got a shock for me. I'm like, whoa, that was amazing. That was all I can say that it was
Just
so
so
much
his
fun
eyes
to
could
see.
take over Michael
Yeah,
Ironside's eyes. And so you can
Well,
know
you
that
guys
we
are
won.
jumping all over the place, man. We're only like 20 minutes
Let's
into this. and-
let's reset. Let's go
Oh,
back to
they've
the
seen
beginning
the
a little
movie.
bit.
It doesn't matter.
Charlie, you've got some history with this.
I
Let's
do have some
hear it.
history with this.
Yeah.
Number one, this VHS cover you would see in the rental store is iconic. It's
Oh,
always
yeah.
had that Michael
How did that not
Ironside-
make our top 5 when we did the?
'cause
We
there's
should
so-
do that
there's
again.
honestly- we should do it again.
We
There's
should do it
so
again.
many
Mhm.
that it's not. When we say top 5, it's just a good grab to get people. There are
It
so
was-
many others. You can go forever.
What we
on it,
remembered
but
as kids, what made an impression
I
on us, right?
always remembered this cover. It was actually one that really was striking. It kind of is unnerving.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't watch this movie, as I've said, I didn't watch a lot of horror movies till I was a lot older. I could rent them on my own. The movie that made me watch this movie is from the clip I just played earlier, Wayne's World. I watched Wayne's World. I heard them make that line of, do you remember that scene in Scanners right before that dude's head blew up? And I was like, okay, I know the cover they're talking about. So a head explodes. I need to rent it. So I rented it. My first Cronenberg was The Fly. My second one is Scanners. And I watched that probably about 15 years old or something.
Oh, Scanners or The Fly?
Scanners.
Okay.
And man, I was just so hooked watching that movie.
Okay.
I was. For whatever it is, for whatever the disjointedness maybe I didn't understand of the story when I was a kid, there's so much that kind of happens that while there is some parts that kind of are like, okay, let's get on with it. When it does start getting on with itself, it's impressive. Even though the shotgun fights, you see like blood and guts flying off of people, or
the blood squibs that happen are awesome.
It's fantastic.
My complaint with that is this is a movie about scanners, and yet they send henchmen with shotguns. That's not what I wanted.
So what I gathered from that, we'll get into that. We'll stay on my history with this. The other reason this movie worked so well for me was because I was a huge comic book fan as a kid growing up.
Oh,
this was
Professor X goes bad.
R-rated X-Men.
Yeah,
like if this was Professor X versus Professor X, or had Jean Grey gone evil, not just to the Phoenix, but she's literally, because you have Michael Ironside.
Notes.
Exactly that.
No, I said this is like X-Men but less cool.
Well, I mean, this is along the lines,
less
like
leather,
basically.
for sure.
Michael Ironside's like building the Brotherhood of Mutants, like Magneto did. He's building the
Brotherhood
of Scanners.
He absolutely is. Yeah,
and you have this organization that's using good scanners to fight the bad. So it's like good mutants versus bad mutants. the lines are a little blurry on who's actually bad, who's actually good, which has
No
always
kidding.
been like that in the comics. So I was drawn to that. And last night, this was the first time I ever seen it in HD, which Nate said it's phenomenal. Also, this is, like, it may be a cult classic. It's also in the Criterion collection. Like, that goes a long way for a
Criterion
movie.
is real good about getting them the cult classics out there. They've
But I
got
meant
some really
they
crazy
really
stuff. Yep.
pick out some
Mhm.
monumental, like, the ones that have
Yeah.
an impact
Yes.
on film as a
film.
whole.
Agreed.
which we've
Agreed.
already said this one has. This is probably, like, I would say the 6th or 7th time I've watched this movie. And every time I watch it, because I understand more, I'm not like watching for the first time going, what's going on? What's going on? Now I know what's going on. And so I watch it another level of it.
Mhm.
Like I've peeled back another layer. I start understanding a little bit more. I start putting more of the pieces together. And honestly, it only comes to a certain point where there are no more pieces because there is no more story to it. It's
right. The puzzle is complete.
right. One
Okay.
the I never can remember their names. The most famous critics. Is it
Ebert.
Siskel and Ebert?
So Ebert had rated this 2 thumbs up, but he goes, well, the biggest flaw with this movie is I don't connect with the characters whatsoever.
Yes.
Like, I feel like I'm just watching something happen, not that it's happening in front of me, and I'm involved. And I was like, that actually nails it right there. I'm watching something happen and unfold, but as an outside viewer, I am not drawn into the story. I don't connect with the main guy. He's very
Vale's very boring. He's white
bland.
bread.
Not only is he boring, but he's not really good. I mean,
Yeah.
this is his first thing too. So I have to go.
I don't mean
that's
good.
a little.
I mean,
don't
his
mean good, like,
character
acting.
sucks.
The character of Cam, what
Vale.
is his name? Vale?
Yeah, but
Yeah.
I think it's Cameron Vale.
Anywho, the not Michael Ironsides guy.
Yeah.
He isn't necessarily a good person. He just happens to be on the side that is opposing Michael Ironsides.
No, I think he just kind of sucked with his powers.
I think he was very good at his powers and was testing some waters that, much like a lot of heroes and villains, they run this razor edge of, am I good, am I bad? I mean, the Kingpin is a great example of that. The Kingpin believes wholeheartedly that he is fixing the city with what he is doing in Hell's Kitchen. And by doing that, he's doing it by all means necessary. So he's killing and eliminating and whatever he's doing to fix what he thinks needs fixed. Whereas Daredevil is trying to stop him because Kingpin is killing and things like that. So that's one of the beauty of these comic book heroes, where they have this, even Thanos, they have this
grand plan.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm hitting a couple of walls here, but they have this. They have this idea, this ideal of greatness, of how things could be better, and not all of it is crazy. And then you have the other people going, well, you're crazy. So who's right?
Well, you have the people that'll
don't know.
You'll have the people that'll go for it regardless of what it takes to do it.
Right,
People that are
right.
willing to kill to do it. Then
Right.
others that are like, well, I don't disagree with your idea, but the way you're going about
Yeah.
it.
Genocide is
wrong.
no way to fix
Right.
anything. Period.
Which
which
is
is
what ties right
Yeah.
in with the X-Men thing was
exactly.
Magneto trying to, further the mutant population.
Well, further mutant population, and we are Homo superior as far as Magneto is concerned, and we
you
should be ruling the world because we have the power to
That's
do so.
the same thing
And
Ironside
X-Men
had
were
in
like,
this.
no, we
Yes.
need to defend humanity from kind of ourselves, or at least our species. We need to defend them
And coexist.
so that they coexist. Exactly. And it's wow, this is awfully deep, I think.
Well, I think
I wasn't
this is kind of a
expecting this.
deep. Well, it's kind of a deep on topic whenever you get into what Scanners is actually about.
Okay, all right.
I mean, it
But
really
it's
is.
like that part is only 3 sentences in the very ending monologue.
I mean, it is, but it's in the story as you go through.
I
Again,
see
but
what you're
it's
saying,
not
Charlie.
it's not explored to the fullest capacity that it should have been. Like
I think it is,
yeah.
but
You
you
have
need multiple watchings to get it.
concept is like, well, we've now made Scanners public and we've now have a PR nightmare because we have 6 dead bodies and a fugitive on the run. So they even
Powerful
mention like,
fugitive, yeah.
they're like, we have a just bad publicity at this point is what
Well,
they're more focused on than these
Mhm.
6 dead bodies. So
They
you deal
are.
with that corporation just worried about the corporate stocks,
That's the on the outside layer with the corporation.
Mhm.
Take it down to the doctor who finds Vale, who we find out owned the other chemical company that makes the chemical that
The
Ironside's using. You
ephemerin.
you start putting together that he was actually originally orchestrating this, but now he's trying to kind
Yes.
of
Yeah.
undo a little bit of what's
Undo
going
what
on.
he
And
Well, I don't
even
think
at the
he
end, 'cause
expected
he opened
a
a
person
Pandora's
like
box
Ironside.
and he's trying to
Right.
stuff it back in.
Well, yeah, this is, the big shock reveal. They're
Mhm,
brothers
mhm,
at the end of this,
mhm.
and their father is Dr. Ruth.
Is the
as Pete
doctor, yep.
loved giggling in our group chat every time they say, he said Dr. Ruth again. Kids, go ask your parents about who Dr. Ruth was.
I have no
Well,
idea who Dr. Ruth is. You two
exactly.
are aging yourself.
Nate,
Hey,
badly.
go ask your parents who Dr. Ruth
I
is.
don't even want to talk to my parents about Dr. Ruth.
No, you really don't.
No, because
It might be why you're here, Nate.
Yeah, she was a sex therapist, basically.
Oh, is that
And-
old woman that was always
Yeah.
talking about dildos
The-
on like
the teeny
TBS?
tiny German
Yeah,
sex
Yeah.
therapist.
Oh,
Yeah,
that
she
woman's
was-
awesome. I like her.
You're damn right she is.
it's
Yeah.
another episode of Dr. Ruth, and she would just go over. Oh my God.
He
Yeah,
is
Dr.
a
This is a
double-headed dildo.
scanner dildo. It will give you the big O face.
This
See
is
how-
is
how
what we
the
call-
McConaughey face.
This will be the brood. It will build the anticipation.
Good God.
This one will make you shiver, if you catch my drift. We
Oh,
have the
goodness.
Cronenberg line. Thank you very much for making dildos out of my films.
What's the fly? Does it buzz?
Oh, it buzzes all right.
No, I can't believe we've already digressed to this. We were having a really great conversation.
Yeah, it was boring me though. All
Oh,
this
yeah.
blah blah blah, political. Yeah, you know what? You gave way too much credit to what this movie is doing because, like I said, Michael Ironside's plan isn't revealed until like the last 2 sentences of his monologue.
Yeah.
Join me, and we will have other scanners, and we will take over the world, which is what the poster promised me as well. And instead, all I got was a movie of henchmen with shotguns and guys that can control minds who don't even make one single person turn a shotgun on themselves to give me a
Yeah.
giant head explosion.
I was expecting that. I will be honest.
Every
There's that
time.
one guy.
There was a guy with a gun on screen. I was like, oh, this is going to be the moment. When there was
Uh-huh.
like 5 guys with shotguns, I was like, oh my God, we're going to get a 5 shotgun head explosion.
wonder-
Oh,
and
no.
it doesn't
I-
happen.
Yeah, I wonder if that was a budget thing though, because this was a rush production and it was a tiny,
Yeah,
tiny
this wasn't a huge budget,
budget.
whatsoever.
But-
I
and
think
they
the one that
Clearly blew their load on the head
Yeah.
explosion, which
This
is
is where-
amazing.
For me, it's the concept, the idea of a good scanner going after a bad scanner. I love this idea.
Yeah.
But with Vale, what they should have
Cage
done was
versus
show him.
Travolta.
They should have shown Vale honing in on his skills, him getting better and better.
Yes.
They
yes.
they do-
barely touch
they
on
fall flat, which I actually enjoy the scene with the yoga master because it's quite tense the way they play it.
that.
Like,
No, that
Agreed.
scene's
He-
great with him saying like, "Please stop!" Like, make him stop.
yeah,
He's
because
going to
that guy's
explode his heart.
that guy, they were saying like he is so in control of his body that if he feels you going too much, will stop it. I think the dad is Dr. Ruth is pushing way too hard for being the very first stop it, Pete.
Yes,
Um,
Dr.
can't
Roof will
help it.
show you how to
You can't
push
help
it
it.
real
But
good.
you're right, Charlie. He's
being the
pushing him too hard for this is
the
This is
first
his
time
first
they
time.
tested it, and that guy's like, the guy's really selling it like he's dying, and
and
that
begging for him to
and
stop.
begging to stop him. He's not going, please stop. They're going, he's yelling, stop him now. And when they just about put the chemical in his hand is when he goes, oh, you're right, it is easy. And I was like, that's kind of
It's a dick move, and that's why he's
Ray
a bad
Skywalker
guy.
in the Star Wars things. Like,
But I think
way too good, way too fast.
I think when you're scanning though, you kind of lose a bit of yourself.
I
Like,
get that. I think
that's
Sure.
what's happening.
You
with
get a
it.
god
way too
complex for
connected.
sure if you can
I don't
do
even know if
that
it's a
kind of.
god complex. I
Oh,
think it's
sure.
like you can't fully control it. So it's like as if you're watching yourself do it, but not controlling it.
There's a great way I was looking at that was when you watch Pacific Rim and they go into the drift together, and the one girl gets lost in the
She
drift.
couldn't control her. Oh, okay, all right.
I kind of look at it like that, like you're connecting to some, and he's always gone for the mind. We find that out because then we find out he can control other things. But when you get like he got stuck in that the opening scene in the mall where he got like really stuck on that lady.
Was that the mall from
And-
Commando, by the way?
I kept looking at that, but the stairs aren't correct.
It looked like the same color scheme.
It's
You're
not as
both
many
nerds
reds.
for
It's
bringing
not
that
as-
up and knowing it wasn't.
But it could have been. It could have
You
been
want to know what the
remodeled.
nerd part is?
Yeah.
Is the shot that's real wide angle of him going up the escalator and then sliding off the edge of it, and how
Yeah.
beautiful that stunt work was in that shot. That's me being a nerd. Now, also me being a nerd is that damn kid was on the escalator again, and I hope there's a goddamn bloodbath when he fell asleep after that trank.
Did you cringe when he's laying on the escalator and you see
Yeah, I
that
cringed
part
because I
where-
thought there was gonna be a goddamn bloodbath.
Also, I love that stunt because I swear I don't think that's fake. I think that's
No.
a stunt man hanging
He's holding
off
on
the edge
for
of an
his dear
escalator.
life.
It's
Yep.
great.
And it's like the third or fourth floor of this mall, and it's like shit. I love
that guy can do 10 pull-ups with one arm. Which is why he can hold on to that escalator all the way up with.
And
one
those things
arm.
are strong.
Yep.
As kids, we all would try to like see if that would pull, like kind of lift your feet up off the escalator and see how much it would pull you. Those things are strong.
It doesn't budge. You are insignificant to the escalator, ladies and
You are
gentlemen.
but the buzzing of flies to escalator.
Escalator. Why wasn't that a He-Man character?
Right? Yeah. Where's that?
Escalator.
Extendor. He would just raise you up.
All right, let's not get too far off topic here.
But like, my problem with,
Cronenberg
like,
ore.
Cronenberg.
the power of face melting.
Oh God, man.
Explodor. Oh man. Okay.
No,
I'm done.
This is a difficult movie to explain why it works for me, because I can kind of get the idea of someone watching it for the first time going, what the hell is going on?
I wasn't even like, I don't know what's going on. I just felt like there was ideas here not being fully capitalized. Like, I would have
But
much rather
that's
seen
true.
him like over the course of 6 to 8 months learning his skills, because the beginning
You wanted
scene
a training
gives
montage.
like the beginning scene gives you
You wanted
this
Mad
idea
Monkey
this guy might be homeless,
basket
that has
jumping
this power.
training montage.
I wanted that. I wanted
He's holding back sharpened bamboo sticks that are on rubber bands, and he's holding them back.
Like with Neo, it works because they upload it into him. This guy, it's just a homeless guy that they took in.
Pretty much, yeah.
And like the movie feels like it takes place over the course of 2 days. So I've got no
It
conflict.
really does, doesn't it?
Actually,
everything happens pretty quick.
I think it's only like 3 or 4 days that this takes place.
And like the
it's
idea,
go.
Mhm.
Although I think
Ironside-
when he's locked up, like from the beginning, there may be like a week or two, because
That's
the
right,
doctor's like,
he is
Yeah,
locked
I
up
think
at
there
the-
is.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
but like Ironside, we know is a capable actor, fantastic villain, but
But
he's underutilized in this movie.
No one else could pull this character off like Ironside. Ironside just has this way to emote rage through his face and then turn it off. He just has this, like, he can talk normally to you. And you're like, oh, okay, it's Michael Ironside. This guy's cool. And then just like he's gonna literally make your head explode. Like that whole segment with him where he's, hey, I'll volunteer, and he walks up there, he's dressed real nice, he sits down, he's very calm, and then that moment where he takes control and he's selling it. And
I mean, he's doing a really big O face is what he's doing.
I don't think his mouth ever makes the O look until the end of the movie, but both actors honestly are really selling the fact that they're in pain and agony and really trying to work through this, which any other time, like in a shitty B movie, we'd be laughing at it. For some reason, they
it's
got
because
this down.
The score as well. Like you can't.
That helps.
That is added to it. The sound effects.
The score helps, and this is a straight film. This is not played for comedy at all whatsoever.
Not at all.
In any point at all.
Wink and nods.
Even like right, even some of the Friday the 13th have a wink and a nod and a little silliness. This is. I don't think Cronenberg ever does any comedy.
I don't think Cronenberg has ever laughed in his entire life.
Oh, that's not nice.
I know. That's just Cronenberg. But like, I would have much rather seen Ironside being fleshed out of like picking off humans left and right, or not left and right, but having a little bit more of a villainous side to him. Instead, like the people that we see him kill, it's him escaping. So it wasn't done out of a malicious act. It was done out of survival.
But I think that's the disconnect you've got. He's not trying to kill everyone.
He's not taking over the world.
No. What he's doing, and you find out at the end, is he's creating more scanners. He is creating more of his kind. So his idea is to weed it out, to,
Well, I took his idea was to have the upper hand over normies.
Which he does as a scanner, which is why he's recruiting scanners.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't team up with him, you are a capable opponent, which means you have the same power as I do. You are a threat. I will destroy you. He could have honestly took out everyone that was human in this. I mean, he does it whenever he's in the car.
I mean, he would have needed a nap after every three
I'm sure this is like,
there's a limit to his power.
With having Vale versus Ironside, if there would have been a little bit more cat and mouse, because I mean, they have zero interaction till the very end.
That's where this movie kind of doesn't work. Is they really tried for this like mystery, like they hide Michael Ironside in the discussions with the security guy from the company, and I'm sitting there, you're like, that's Michael Ironside. It can't be anyone else, and they hide his face twice. And then the last time they slowly pan over, and it's supposed to be this Michael Ironside. You're like, did you put the camera in the wrong spot? Why are you making this like it's a mystery that you're talking to Michael Ironside? And I think that's where this was so rushed. And the only way to somewhat make it make sense is to have these little things that should have been fleshed out better.
Yeah.
This is just about trying to get the movie out. This is a tax break movie also. This movie had to be made in a certain amount of time and released by a certain amount of time to get credit for a tax break. So basically, this is like an end of the fiscal year movie. So the production company didn't give a shit. They put a movie out.
Go ahead, make a stinker. We don't care.
Unfortunate too.
It's very canon.
Agreed, Nate. Agreed. I think there could have been all that could have been more fleshed out. It felt as rushed as this film felt. It also was very slow. Like there was a lot of dialogue.
There was a lot of
talk. There's a lot of character, not development.
Not development, but like a character would have like a line of dialogue that was supposed to like what would usually be like 10 minutes of a film explaining. If they would have like a line or two, and you're like, oh, you guys just put that in there to kind of like save on what would have been extra time. I will say, like, I don't want to see a remake of this movie either.
No.
But if they were to ever do like a Netflix miniseries, like one season, I'd be totally down for that.
If you would do
a world worth exploring, and this is characters that are worth exploring.
That's where I'm going. Yeah, yep.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
And that's the thing.
There's 2 more Scanner movies, right?
When I looked up Scanners 2, and everything I read about it was like, oh, that's the one with all the head exploding that you really want, Nate.
Right.
Well, and it also sucks as far as story. that's again that this Scanners 2 falls into what we've talked about with the trope of sequels. It's like let's do this
Let's do
and
the
run it
thing
into the wall,
And it's a
over and over
direct-to-video
again.
sequel.
and the third one's almost unwatchable.
Well, they were made back to back. 2 and 3 were with
yeah.
the same director.
Yeah,
They're not good.
I'm not going to watch
if
those.
you want to just watch head exploding, and honestly, you never think this is kind of boring after watching the fifth head explode. You know, I think that's why this stuck so well. Is that's kind of the big thing that happens till the end. If I had saw 3 other people with the same effect happen,
But
I
you
yeah.
could
think
have
it
done
would have
other
diluted
stuff.
it.
Because I was in the opposite boat of going, I'm tired of seeing people with shotguns. Because there was so many more than I was
I
ever
couldn't help but
anticipating.
laugh that I was like, I love that we need an armorer. I got some shotguns.
Yeah.
Like, okay, we need
Even
shotguns.
down
I
to
got
the
like
part where one
50
person
shotguns.
opens up their jacket and they're not hiding a pistol, they're hiding a shotgun. And
Yeah.
then when the
That
van
is-
drives up for them to do a drive-by shooting,
Okay.
shotguns.
If there's a part in this movie that hurts my heart is
Mhm.
van on van violence, because I am a van aficionado. I love vans, and they're driving a beautiful Dodge A10 that's done up like a school bus. I always love those grills. And then this blacked out Chevy van that is like a repainted A-Team van almost.
Yeah.
And all the windows of the conversion van fly open like armor panels and shotguns flying out. They
Yes.
blow up. My Dodge van is as cool as that scene is. I'm also like, don't hurt the van.
The scene's great though because it's
Oh,
all done in
just
real
awesome.
time.
Yeah.
You
yeah,
see
it's-
the
it's
van
great.
driving on the sidewalk to get
is so
to the
awesome.
vehicle.
Mhm.
And
Like,
like
it's-
the way that he shoots that, there's no edits, there's no cuts.
No.
Like, it's great.
This is almost like really early, like one shot, type filming that we've talked about, like in the raid and stuff, was like you see it and it's just a cut, like just before it goes through the record store and it does up that ramp. And it doesn't do like the air cannon that flips it. They ramped it and then rolled it over. And then you could tell it was propane fire behind it and everything. But it's a cool segment. But I love that Nate brought up the guy with the shotgun hiding in his coat. Not
Mhm.
only did he have it hidden in his coat, he's trying to be quiet, and the holster has Velcro, and he is peeling
Just
the
the-
Velcro.
And then he's got the old school stock
it's a
that he
it's-
has to,
the
crank out.
collapsible saw.
Those aren't quiet.
Jackie saw the first one. She goes, "Is he carrying a cop gun? What has he got?" And I was like, "No, it's a collapsible stock on a shotgun."
Everyone has a
Cock gun?
shotgun in this.
She said cock gun.
Cock, you know what a cop gun is?
This is Dr. Roof again. Explain to you about the cock gun.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was not
That's where I
setting
was
you up
going.
for another Dr. Ruth. But no,
Thanks,
I
Mike.
like it.
You're my buddy.
you know what? Screw this. We're close enough. Let's do another ad break after we
Okay,
just talk
fine.
about cock
Oh, did
guns.
you get Dr. Roof to pay like a commercial?
No, but
Ah.
now I'm kind of regretting I didn't put one of her ads in here.
Don't go away. It could be a grave
It's good for your
mistake.
asshole.
Oh my God.
Do you like horror movies?
Do you like hanging out with your friends?
Do you like having a laugh?
Do you like podcasts?
Well, you should check out our podcast, Spoils of Horror.
We're not a review show.
We're a horror movie hangout where we talk about movies that are lost, forgotten, popular, and bizarre, all in the scary realm.
You can listen to our podcast while you're doing just about anything.
You could be washing your dishes.
You could be washing your cat.
You could be washing your genitals. All forms of genitals accepted.
We are a fully inclusive genitalia show.
Yes, we are the #1 ideal podcast for washing your genitals.
Our genital Yelp reviews are unsurpassed.
5.5 stars.
You don't want to know where that half came from. It's,
Now that you know that, check us out on all major platforms.
you can search for Spoils of Horror on all social media sites
Come and hang out with us. We'd love to see you.
and your genitals.
Bye.
Don't let the commercials bug you. We're back.
Well, guys, it wasn't Dr. Ruth, but some spoils of horror genitalia jokes, I think, go
Ah,
right
yes,
along with
yeah.
their
If you want
Dr.
to wash
Ruth
your
plot.
genitals properly, that way your partner will not
It's
be
one of-
exposed to the
One of my
dangers.
favorite liners ever. Do you
You
like
guys,
genitals?
it's not what I expected when we were doing Scanners. I don't know. I just don't know. So insane. But no, I don't have an issue with the whole shotgun thing. Like I get, that this works. Honestly, it kind of makes more sense if I'm going after someone that uses their brain to like explode people or control people. I want something that's going to make that brain go away.
Yeah, but you also
And
are a sniper and you are 100 yards away. You don't.
that's never a guarantee. Windage is off a little bit,
All
small
right, fair.
target. This is up. And another thing to Nate's
right.
thing, like I'm never 100% sure if the henchmen are actual scanners, but what I did gather
Yeah, same.
is they were being controlled by Ironside.
Mm.
Because there's that
Yeah,
point
you
where
think?
there's like
All
this.
right.
Well, there's an edit where the two guys that survived the first attack, they
Right.
go into the apartment, that it does like this fade wash where their faces are where Michael Ironside's is,
Mhm.
and it does like that weird like fade edit. And I was like, that is purposely done. I
Mm.
feel like either he's seeing what's happening through their eyes or he's
Oh, okay.
controlling them.
Okay,
'Cause
that's a
he
good
can-
point.
Yeah.
He controls that one cop at the beginning with little effort that shoots the two agents when they capture him after the big head explosion.
Yes. Okay.
He
Yep,
has his
yep,
foot on his throat.
Yep.
You get out and you're expecting that to be Michael Ironside holding the gun, but it's the cop or whatever he is.
Mhm.
And Ironside is not like, straining. He's just looking at the dude, making him shoot those two
Mhm.
guys. So I was like, this guy's way more powerful than ever gets explained in the movie, which is another issue with Vale. Vale has
How-
no reason to
how
be
does
that
he-
controlled.
He doesn't have that. Yeah, he doesn't. He's not got that experience behind him. He
Yeah.
hasn't leveled up. He's not.
No,
He
does,
hasn't
he
dungeon
doesn't.
crawled
It
enough.
seems
to,
like he's
level
aware of his
up.
power, but that's about it. Like,
I felt like the woman was more powerful than him.
Exactly.
She's like bursting
That's what I
people
was.
into
I was kind of
flames.
hoping for that. She was. Wow.
Yeah.
Because
he
he
could
sought
turn
her
into
out,
another
right?
person.
Oh, I love that whole interaction.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where that dude sees his mom. I was like, this, and they visualize it. They
Yeah.
could have cheaped out and the guy just being like, mommy, and never shown like
And
this
there's a-
older
What
lady.
there's a
James
new
Gunn did
person there,
in
yep.
the Suicide Squad.
Exactly.
Like-
The focus on your mother.
Yeah. And it's stuff like that I like because it's like, okay, the scanners, they can raise your heart, they can explode your head, they can catch you on fire, they can manipulate what you see. There's cool ideas here.
You're learning
definitely.
that they can damn near do anything, though.
This is Professor X, man.
Yes.
He can make you think. However, that person wants to attack you, they can, as long as their imagination can.
Yeah, towards the end of the
create
movie, I would not have been shocked if one of them had like telekinesis, like they could move items with their brain.
definitely.
That's
Like,
where
that
was. That's where I thought they were going.
I mean, they Pete was kind of making fun of this. Not really make fun of, but we
Well,
have our
I make fun of a lot of
Slack
things.
chat, and he was talking like, so scanners can reprogram computers.
Yes.
And they do kind of touch a little bit,
Mm.
like it is circuitry. It is like a neurological looking brain. Why would that be so difficult for us to do? And I think that's the stretch they try, but they don't lead that up correctly. It's like all of a sudden now he can go get on a phone, hack into the computer. Why'd you even go there if you could hack into the computer through a phone line?
That drove me crazy. Like
It did.
You call a number and you are able to get into a computer system that is unhackable, which is now hackable.
Well,
it
according to our
that was-
hackers episode, apparently if you just have a subway line,
Yeah, you just
and
put
enough
in like
people-
Cookie
Right.
Monster.
yeah,
And that's what he did. He did
that was-
Scanner Monster.
That was a leap of faith that I had a hard time jumping off.
And I will 100%
That
agree
was
with
that
you
was
on
that was a hard that one was a hard sell for me
I
in
would
this
have
film that never talked about computers at all until that moment, and it was very convenient for that computer to be manipulated at that time, and that's
I do.
lazy or rushed.
I think that's rushed
storytelling.
writing.
Yes, and
because
I,
what they
I will
do,
go that way. Yep.
while that part is a little odd, I do like the idea right after where they're like, well, we need to stop him. Well, this thing basically has like a auto destruct, like it'll erase everything.
Right.
It's memory banks. And if this scanner's
'Cause-
attached to it, by all thought process, that should also erase a scanner.
Every Enterprise network has a self-destruct button. I
it's
promise, ladies and gentlemen, let me tell you, for someone who works in an enterprise IT world, oh yes, we have a big red button that will destroy
Look,
everything.
this is
Is it
straight
like
up.
Cabin in the Woods where you don't even need
Oh,
a
yeah.
key to unlock it?
Oh, no.
Well,
It's right
you
there.
need to stand on that side of the cabin. I'll stand on that side
What-
of the cabin, and we'll turn it at the same
It's
time.
not even that complicated, guys. This was invented by a man called Doofenshmirtz, and
Oh,
there's always an explodey button, and he's like, a platypus? Oh, parry the scanner. That's exactly what this guy. Nate looks confused. You not watched Phineas and Ferb, man?
No,
You
no.
not know. Oh,
There
my
was a minute where I was like,
God.
"Oh God, these two are aging themselves again."
No,
Phineas
this
and
is
Ferb,
current.
dude.
This
no,
is
that's
my
I know
kids.
Phineas and Ferb is current.
Yeah, that's Doofenshmirtz.
That's all I know.
Everything he
Even I
invents
know Phineas and Ferb.
has a self-destruct button. And it's always in the Nator.
Hey,
And
the guy
it
knows what he's
all
doing. Then clearly,
has a destruct button on it. I'm glad Pete got that whole reference. I was trying to throw a softball to Nate right over his little head.
yep. Nothing on
Nate's-
this end.
I'll play a softball. He's still playing T-ball. I don't know.
Yep.
What to do with him.
That's his generation, dude.
So
What are you, Gen A now, Nate? What?
I'm a millennial.
he's
Get
a
it
millennial.
right.
He's-
You're a
he's literally-
millennial?
He's a
You're
millennial.
that old?
He's
Yeah.
88. 88 is a millennial.
Okay.
I'm 80.
Prime
I
millennial.
barely get in the line of
Hey,
Gen X.
Damn,
Yeah.
Charlie, you're old.
Oh, I'm 1 year older than Scanners. There is a scene in this movie that has always stop it. That has always been this like wow factor moment for me.
Okay,
I remember the
bring it.
first time I saw it, when I first watched this movie, and that's when they're at the doctor's office and the girl stays
Oh,
behind to watch
yeah.
the door, and she's getting scanned. And
Mhm.
then you find out that this
It's the
unborn baby
Baby is
inside
doing
this
it.
woman is scanning her. And it's this moment, this light bulb moment of, oh shit, they're creating
Well,
more.
okay, so I didn't catch that right away. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, so this is another, if I may say, mutant that is
Yeah, we can call it.
that since she is a scanner, she is sensitive to it, and the baby, she's able to sense that the baby is scanning her. But then later on, like very, very quickly after
Yeah, it's
the
right after.
scene, they are they are creating these people, these mutants,
Yeah.
much like Firestarter or
Right.
yeah,
See,
Firestarter.
for me, it was
What?
the boys. Like
The
when it was going through this, I was like, "Oh, this is the boys." Like
Oh
what they're
yeah,
doing.
the boys TV
Oh,
show. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yes,
They're
yes.
Where it's just like
creating
even down to the
superheroes.
baby,
For
that
sure.
just
Yeah.
explodes people in the jelly. Like this
the
was
thing-
an
I remember that
idea
scene.
that
Yeah,
the
yeah.
boys
Mhm.
could have then taken.
Mhm. The thing that was bothering me though was that they were using the same drug to create the scanners as they were using to suppress the scanner.
I was hoping you were going to bring that up because I wanted
This-
to talk to you about
the
that. 'cause we
ephem-
were
the
in
the ephedrine,
ephemeral.
ephemeral. That's what it was. So they were administering the ephemeral, I think, to the mothers with unborn babies.
Yes.
And in this scene that you were describing, Charlie,
Yeah.
the baby was scanning the other scanner,
Mhm.
which means that this doctor, this OBGYN, I assume,
That's what I assumed it kind of was.
or maybe just a GP, whatever.
He did have a male
There,
patient.
there
in
was
there,
a there
so
was a
he
dude in there, so it was probably a
general
GP.
practitioner. Yeah.
Right. So he's administering this to his female pregnant
Yes.
clients,
Patient. Yeah.
patients. Thank you. And yeah, they were. That's how they were creating them. But it was also the same drug that was prohibiting or inhibiting the psychic abilities of the scanners.
So here's what I've gathered over watching this was we get a little bit of information from his dad, the doctor, when he's explaining what the medicine is, and he goes, it's harmless to non-scanners, but
Right.
it will. He says suppress. I don't know if it fully suppresses them or not, and it seems like the stronger you are, the quicker it wears off.
Oh, well,
Because
sure.
They give it to Michael Ironside at the beginning of the movie, and he's back in a car ride.
He's good.
So what I've gathered from watching this was, that doctor is not telling Vale all of the truth. He is not like.
Well, I think he's on a need-to-know basis.
That's kind of what it is. So he's only saying, like, yeah, this doesn't affect normals. Instead of going, well, if we give it to pregnant women and it passes on into the child, that child then becomes a scanner, which is how he got his boys, was because he gave his wife that medicine. It was a unfortunate side effect from that ad they were showing him in the magazine. But just because it
awesome.
Yeah, it totally fits.
I'm sorry,
but because it was a medicine, it was a chemical that created them. It also somewhat controlled them once they were developed, and so that's what I kind of took it from. So if you give it to a normal pregnant woman, in her biology, it creates a scanner. If you give that direct chemical to a scanner, it suppresses the power for a time being. Kind of like an antivirus almost, but how you would take a virus that creates something, dilute it down, give it to, the sick person.
I get what you're saying. I don't get it.
It's very convoluted because it was never fleshed out. That's the problem here. Like they cut out and I don't know if they cut it. There is no talk between Vale and the doctor. It immediately goes,
right.
I need to talk to you. The baby scans the girl. Vale's running out of there going, I know everything. And it's like, where was all of that information for me?
It's so rushed. This movie is so rushed.
And then Ironside's standing outside. It's like, I know you guys got to get this done, but I need time to process what's going on. I'm still shocked by the baby. Yeah.
The movie's an hour and 40 minutes long. So like if they would have added this extra stuff, it would have been 2 hours easily.
Oh,
you could have eliminated this.
There's part of this movie though that like it would have just felt even longer. Even though I was enticed from the opening, there was, once we kind of get to the middle section, it's not like slow to the point where I was like looking at my phone or anything like that. Like I
never looked at my phone
once looking down or anything like that.
Oh, I did.
There was like every time there was like a little bit of, talk, the very next scene was something insane. Like as much as Nate likes to rag on, there was always a shotgun scene coming up really quickly.
Yeah,
we had the big meeting of everyone, all the good scanners in that.
Oh, that was the scanner orgy.
The
scanner,
the scanner,
because they were all like, "Oh, it's exhilarating. We're all in sync."
What's it called when you're doing the psychic medium thing?
It's a seance,
Goldberg
right?
Seance.
It's
a
seance.
The scanner seance.
Yeah,
because they all had their clothes on.
Let's talk about the seance. So you've got like six scanners doing whatever they're supposed to be doing.
They were doing the sex from Demolition Man.
Oh
my God!
Wow.
Why are we going this way?
That's what they were doing.
They were not.
They were
trying to find Michael. We have never said this guy's name in the movie.
I think it's
I watched the movie.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, don't you start with me.
So this seance.
Yeah,
I'm very sorry.
No,
Hollywood. You done screwed up here. You should have a familiar watching over your powerful telekinesis people, right? They had
that's
nobody.
Where I felt like
they had nobody watching over them.
No, they did. They did.
No, they
died.
Didn't.
They threw him over the stairs.
Okay.
He's the guy that met him at the door.
Yeah,
and made sure
if
they
anything,
were
he's the guy that's watching the door.
Completely missed that.
They come around on him, and he's like, "Oh, hey!" And they threw him. However,
this is what happens when you look at your phone, Pete.
I did.
This is what happens.
Drove
you
me
looked
crazy
at your phone.
These
and a guy got
shotgun
thrown
wielding
downstairs.
assholes just walk in and start laying down on
which
these.
is an amazing scene because
It was
they
pretty
literally-
cool. Right.
They
It
walk in and
shocked
they
me.
blow away like 2 or 3 people.
Mhm.
Like
It was at least
think
two.
it's like
yeah.
across the room was
But also,
amazing.
when it was happening, I was like,
There was
that's
really
what made me
somebody-
realize that you don't have
Man.
full control when you're using your scanner powers
Oh no!
because
No, they were
Oh.
concentrating very hard on doing what they were.
they
supposed to
didn't
be
know what
doing.
was going on with their surroundings. So that's what makes
Which
Right.
is
me
why
feel
you
like,
have familiars or somebody
well, they
guarding.
did. He got thrown down the stairs.
I missed it.
He got launched over the rails head first, mind you.
Yeah.
And he
missed it.
dead.
He got
gone.
a boo boo.
Um,
Got a boo boo
but
on
I
his
think-
brain.
I think that was part of that's like the Achilles heel to being a scanner is when you're in it,
Oh yeah.
you're in it. Like
Yep.
there
It's
is
tunnel
like
vision
every
or
time,
something.
every time Vale's doing it, every time Michael. Now I think Michael Ironside is because he's the first, basically the strongest. However you want to say it,
He's Homelander.
He's Homelander. He has a bit more control, so he is aware of what he's doing. Now, maybe what they were doing in that seance was literally trying to focus all of their ability into that one, projection. And that's why they were all completely. But man, that one chick, she snaps out of it and bursts those dudes into flame. And like
she
damn near puts
she
that dude through the
ravages
wall.
them, I
There was
think.
an imprint of that dude.
Yeah, there
in the
was.
drywall. I love that.
And that's
scene.
what also made me realize, made me think, she's so powerful that
That's
no one would have gotten shot. You know,
she's so powerful, and she's known her power longer than this jack off.
Yeah.
And she should have been the hero of this film, but this is
yes,
the,
definitely.
this is
that
the
should have been it.
80s.
Especially
and no girls.
Women
can't
aren't
be
allowed to be heroes
Yeah,
in
no.
1881.
No, they can't be badasses.
1881. Is we going that far? Old Western scanners. That's what we're doing. We're
I would
pulling the-
watch that. Okay,
We're
give me your
pulling a
money in that
trimmer's
bank,
card.
yeehaw.
Old West scanners. I think I'm
Oh.
down for that.
I also found out when looking up Scanners 2, there's a movie called Scanner Cop and Scanner
Yeah.
Cop 2. And
How
I
about-
don't
how about
know
we-
if it's about a cop.
How
that can
about we
blow up
not
people's
watch
brains.
those movies?
Hey, Tubi Files, you never know
Nope.
what could happen.
Nope.
Cyborg
Nope.
Cop was amazing. So,
Was
it's-
it?
Scanner
Was it
Cop
really?
doesn't scan a single
It was-
thing.
That would
Was
be
it
hilarious.
really?
No, he's literally in the office scanning documents. And it's Scanner Cop.
I'm sitting
a
there going,
rookie cop.
I've been very misled.
I would make that movie
Scanner
just to
Cop
see how
is a
many
rookie
people
cop.
I could
He's
rope into
he's
watching
trying
it.
to get to the to be the shit.
He's trying to get to the deadline, Pete.
skip all that.
It's fine. We'll skip all that. Y'all bring up a very good point because I've seen this movie more than you guys, and I still go at the end of this. Why is she asleep on the couch in the next room? Like you literally have the three most powerful scanners all within like 50 feet of each other.
Mhm.
I do love the end of this movie. It is shocking. It is well done. And it's a psychic battle that's very visceral and visual. And I love that. We talked real quick at the beginning of the episode. This is where like Vale is like bulging out. We get the whole monologue. We know now, this corporation bad. Michael Ironside, he is good, but he's willing to get his way no matter what. Join me on the dark side, brother. We will rule this world called Earth as scanners. He doesn't say it like that. It'd been cooler if he had.
Pretty much.
Yeah,
But-
if he would be like, I'm a scanner, you're a scanner, we're all scanners.
We're all scanners.
If you would have given
I'm
the
a
same
dude,
speech
you're-
for
How do
the
you
Omen,
get that reference, but not Phineas and Ferb? You
'Cause
asshole.
I'm a 90s kid. Phineas and
God.
Ferb's early mid 2000s.
Still. So.
dude.
As
Dude,
Pete would
I know-
say, I was so busy chasing skirt and not watching Phineas and Ferb in the mid 2000s, and I wasn't being very lucky because I was too busy drawing the cover of Blade 2 on DVD.
Yes, you were.
You still
Being
haven't
too
produced
busy
that
drawing
image.
faces.
It's gone. It's forever gone. All right. I don't know
Then
where
you
it's at.
didn't
So
do
sad
it,
about
and
that.
you have to quit referencing it. Okay?
I think
You
you
gotta
should
have
redo it.
receipts.
Go listen to Spoils of Horror's beautiful episode on Blade 2.
It was very
Great
good.
way to segue that into our scanners.
It was just a
episode.
commercial drop for him.
That I had already done.
Yeah, I gave him a
Again.
second one.
All right, great.
I
I
scanned
hope
it into the episode.
I hope they're paying. Stop it. So yeah, I love this in fight that basically Ironside's like, look, if you're not with me, I'm going to absorb your ass, and I can
Right.
do that, even though we've never talked about that being a power we have. But now I do. I just learned it. I read a pamphlet like in Monkey Kung Fu, and now I know how to
Yeah, I
absorb.
had a picture on how to do it, and I got it from the
Wait,
library. It was
It's
great.
right in front of me. It's
Yeah,
a
it's
book,
right
and I
there.
see that. I can do that.
Did you not? Did they not give you one when you were in the hospital, Vale? It's like, no, Dad never gave me shit. He's like, I got a whole book. I'm like, hold on, let me go get a folder. No, but this whole like we're talking about with the effect bladders that are perfectly shaped like veins.
They were
popping.
so good.
It's
That was
so good. And
The-
it was
the-
not.
the face and everything. It was this
So
whole scene is great.
I have seen similar stuff where it's almost like semi stop motion where they try to show like skin separating or bulging. This is all straight up as they're acting and moving. That
In
these
camera,
I couldn't
bladders-
figure out how they did it.
bladders, Yeah, it was skin bladders. It was wonderful.
So yeah, it basically they were like their entire forearm would have been skin, and the parts that weren't glued down were in the shape of veins,
Mhm.
and all of the
And
stuff
they
would have come
inflate it
through
with the blood.
right.
Yep.
Which is why Michael Ironside's face kind of has like these scars added and a few other things. His middle of the forehead scar is so unnerving in this movie.
I love
then
that
real-
story behind it.
The
Yeah.
whole thing behind where he's like,
Mhm.
there's people in here. So you tried to drill your head. He goes, I had to let the pressure
I had to
out.
let it out.
There's arms, there's legs, there's everything in my
It was
head.
great. I loved that. That was so
And it's stuff
wonderful.
like that I adore.
that.
And it's like
Yes, agreed.
more stuff
Yep.
like that I want. More. That's
I-
where I was left in the middle of the
Seriously,
road. with this.
had Cronenberg not had the difficulties he had to go through on
Agreed.
this movie's already world renowned as far as in the horror community and how much people love it. Imagine what we would have got
Mhm.
with this
Mhm.
movie fleshed out. We're possibly talking probably one of the greatest horror movies ever. Had he
People
actually got
think this is one of the greatest horror movies ever.
I
and
got
they're
comments
not-
for that in my
they're
final
not
thoughts.
really far off on that. There are flaws, but you can see the building pieces
Mhm.
of
The-
where he was
The
going.
blocks are
and
there.
you're
The
just,
Lego blocks are all
Hey,
falling in
if
there.
the Empire State Building wasn't built all the way, we wouldn't be like, oh, it's the greatest building of all time. Sure, it's missing the whole foundation.
No,
you know?
it's called. Had we seen the blueprints of the great, we could be like, this would have been
had we
what you're looking
had we
at
had
is
money
scanners.
to complete the blueprints and time
Yeah.
to do so.
What scanners is you're seeing the blueprints of what
Mhm.
he was on the verge of. But you had a studio that's pulling basically a Canon move.
Yeah.
And it's like, nope, we got to get money, we got to get paid, put it out, we don't give a shit, and just threw it out to the world. And this is 1981. You wouldn't think that's what they were doing in 1981.
Oh yeah, they were for sure.
But I mean,
There-
just in that
so
now,
many
now
movies,
we're
yeah.
not shocked by it when we go, oh
Reagan.
yeah, they're
Oh,
just
that's fair. That's fair.
you can't put everything on Reagan.
Oh, I put everything on Reagan.
Actually, that's still I think it's still Carter. No, Carter was
No,
80, wasn't he?
no.
no.
Reagan got he was in 80. Carter's
He won in 80. So Carter, the end
Yeah.
of Carter was right
Yep.
at beginning
Yep.
of 80, and then okay.
hey.
I was
There's
maybe-
Carter.
Give
I was
me
a
back
baby
my
scanner.
history lesson.
Here's your history lesson. Jimmy Carter made it legal for me to brew beer in my house.
There you go.
He also might have shopped at Harbor Freight if it would have existed back then.
Oh, I shop
That-
at Harbor Freight. What's wrong with that?
Nate? That is a whole nother. We don't have time to dig into.
We
that
don't
group
really have
chat.
time to dig through that, but
No.
I don't
Pete
know
will
what
fill
this
you
is
in
all
on that.
about.
We'll fill you in on that
Okay.
after this.
yeah,
Who
there's a
knows?
lot there.
So yeah,
Who
we get to
knows?
this amazing final fight. You get to see the Michael Ironside that's on the cover of
This
the
is
VHS.
amazing.
His
really,
eyes go white.
really.
It is amazing.
Nah.
We are just. What do you mean? We were really just talking about Vale
They-
peeling
they
his
give
face
the-
off.
They give each other the. Okay. All right.
No,
All right.
this is
all
when
right.
they're like. The entire one side of Michael Ironside's face
Okay,
is
yes,
ready
yes,
to
yes.
explode.
Bulging
His
like
eyes
Funko.
go full white.
Mhm.
Shit's on fire behind him.
Mhm.
Vale is peeling his own skin off.
He
he's
does
got a
scrape his
chunk.
face off, doesn't he?
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's
He
got a chunk of
holds
his
it-
face in his hand.
Mhm.
And then Michael Ironside gives like this final like look and his eyes turn yellow and Vale's eyes explode out of his head and
Mhm.
you watch it happen.
They pop like grapes.
How is
and it's
this not
amazing.
an amazing why were you giving me shit about this being an amazing infight?
There was a lot of staring and
They're psychics. What do you want them to do?
Yeah,
Like-
dude, that's
like,
what they do.
they were throwing their
No.
heads at each other like "Ah, ah." They were
Pete
doing
was
that.
wanting a machine gun fight because we know how Pete is about machine guns
Oh, yeah.
in movies. He's very big on
I
those.
finally give him something that doesn't involve guns at the end of a final fight.
And
now
he
he's
gets
pissed.
mad at you.
No werewolves, no machine guns.
Can't win.
What
Can't win.
do you want?
I don't think, and no one is winning right now.
No one's winning right now.
Y'all,
I'm
I'm
done.
still winning because I got to watch Scanners and I get to talk about it. And I enjoy
And
this.
All right.
then
Let's keep going.
we get
Now-
the reveal, the very final twist.
Yeah, and I will agree with you both on this end. Is she wakes up? This is bullshit. She should have been involved in the fight.
Yeah, she was more powerful than the other. the
Yeah,
good
Actually,
guy.
this makes sense because we were talking about how a woman can sleep through like literally anything.
What
this has
we
been-
were?
Were we?
No, like Charlie and I have discussed this in group chats with
Oh yeah,
Cody
you're
and
right.
Mark. Like, if
I
there's
am
one
not
thing
a
that's
part of
for
this
damn sure,
conversation.
a woman will sleep through anything. I
Just
have
about.
proof of this when I was at a death metal concert a couple weeks ago, and there was a woman sleeping off in the side, and her boyfriend was just sitting there, and I felt so bad for that guy, but she was
The-
sleeping through the show.
The boyfriend was sitting.
He was sitting. It
Sitting
was
next
like,
to her,
yeah,
and she
And
was,
she was
dead
asleep.
asleep at a
Was,
death metal
was she
concert. as
passed
it
out or
going.
was she asleep?
she was
Nate
asleep.
w- Nate
It was
wouldn't
too
go
early in
ask.
the show.
Nate wouldn't go ask. I don't know. We kept trying to
Maybe
hound him.
you
to
could
go
She
tell.
find
had
out.
too much.
No, this was totally. It was still daylight.
You
All
mean
right.
she pulled a Pete and did some day drinking? Is
This
that what
is right.
happened? There
This
you
is
go.
what I'm saying.
I know a
Maybe.
nap position
Okay.
compared to a drunk, passed out position. All right.
Right.
Oh, all right.
All right. Well, anyway, so she comes bursting into the room. We've already watched Vale explode.
Yes.
So it's not like we're going to be shocked Michael Ironside standing there. But what we get is a body cowered in a corner with a coat over them.
Oh my god.
And you hear Vale's voice,
Coming out of
and
Michael
then-
Ironside.
and then it's Michael Ironside when they pull the coat away.
With
And he's-
Vale's eyes.
With Vale's eyes.
And
It's
saying,
very
we won. We did it.
it's an
Did
odd
you-
ending.
did you really?
It's also
And it ends.
And that's it.
and honestly, to me, I'm also like,
Credits.
well, I would think Michael Ironside's smart enough to even try and fool her and pretend he's Vale. So like, I don't even fully
That's what I thought.
expect that to be.
I mean, if she just didn't take that nappy nap, she could have been a part of the fight, and they could have won easily.
it reminded me.
Granted, she
of-
was shot with a trank gun, but
Nah.
you just
Dude, when
scan
they
that out
shoot
of
that
you.
dude, when they shoot Vale at the beginning of the movie with that trank gun in his hand,
Yeah.
I was like, holy shit, that would hurt.
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
do you not pull it out?
That's the whole thing. Every time, like, pull it out, dude.
He's a
Pull the
badass.
dart
He's a badass.
out. All right. Well, that's the end of it. Let's do
That's
our
Scanners.
things. That's Scanners, and I need
Hey,
to
we're
find
done
my
with
button.
scanners. Done with
Almost.
scanners. Almost.
I still enjoyed the hell out of this movie.
That's fine. I didn't hate it.
I
Flaws and
wanted
all,
to
man.
like it more.
Watch it again. I challenge you. Watch it again. Not right away, but in a year.
In a year.
In a year, watch it again.
On the anniversary. of this
On the
show.
anniversary of this, I will remind you. It'll pop up, and I'll be like, Pete, it is now time for you to go rewatch Scanners and then report back.
I'd be like, I gotta. Never
No,
mind.
you don't get PTO. You know, none of this other stuff that you try to pull.
I
It's
want
not in your contract.
PTO.
You don't get PTO here. All right. Raining blood. How many people die in Scanners?
Not
This is pretty
that
healthy. 24.
I feared it
24.
would be pretty high
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fairly high for a
because
horror movie.
shotguns can kill a lot of people.
There's a lot of shotgun deaths.
If they ever unload them.
Oh my god, man! I just want to say, talking about the shotgun deaths is also in one of my favorite visual scenes, and it's in that dude's studio. That guy's artwork, which you have to imagine, Cronenberg probably
That
helped
blew my
design.
mind. Yeah,
That
It's
the art
crazy
gallery
and
to
wonderful.
the
giant head.
I love
And-
all that stuff.
and the whole
I-
thing of they're inside that head. You know, when you were talking
Yeah.
about scanners.
Yep.
The one that's in the
There's
studio,
no
which
symbolism there at all.
was all of the heads, and then it had all these strings going down to another body laying on a hospital bed. That was in the art studio gallery,
Mhm.
and I was like, that picture tells so much. Just in
Oh.
the blink, you know, just
You're like Tom from Parks and Rec when he's looking at art for the first
no,
time.
I know what I'm looking at, not Tom. It's like this speaks to me. I don't know what it is.
I don't know what
love
it
this.
is, but I just
I love this. I love this.
Do it
Yeah, I
again.
love
Make
this.
me another art.
Make me
Make
more
me-
art. But
Oh,
no, I
for
love
sure.
I
Oh my
love like
God.
the sculptures and stuff like that in there. If you just pause and just kind of go through each of those, they're works of art. Flat out. The one that was like 3 heads, a lot of it's very Hellraiser-ish.
Yeah, I was gonna say that one was very Hellraiser.
lot of
Behind the
plaster
barbed
Paris going on
wire
there.
and stuff. It was so cool. And then that
Mhm.
guy's studio, and they go inside that giant head, and then they just
I mean,
start
they
unloading
literally
shotguns.
walk into a head. It's
It's-
wonderful.
It was so cool. But all right, guys. I feel like there's no reason to do this, but we're gonna. And it's
Oh no, there's nope.
can I do I just go?
Yeah,
we're
just
all
make it
picking-
happen unanimously
Yeah, it's
It's
unanimous.
it's the
the-
head exploding.
It's the head explosion.
for
that-
obvious reasons.
If you watch the behind the scenes of that, it's still quite shocking. And for those that may not know, it was full of dog food, red fake blood,
Red
some-
dye number 5.
red dye number 5,
Yeah.
and a lot of other like things in there. But when it inflated up to a certain point, what actually made the head explode was a shotgun. They actually
Yeah,
fired a
because they
shotgun.
had like 20 of them on set at all times.
That's what I'm saying. Use what you got, man. But it's so incredible. I love. There's a reason
It's incredible
one of
and shocking because you're not ready for it if you have never seen it. But sadly, everyone has seen this. And
if you've
it's
never
not
seen the
as
movie,
shocking
you've seen the
anymore.
head explosion.
Mhm.
No, you're kind of waiting for it, but I also think that also benefits being so early on in the movie. Is okay, I saw it. There's still a whole movie to
Yeah,
go.
I honestly
it
thought
also-
it'd be at
it-
like the end of the movie when I
It
realized I had
also
not seen
takes
it.
away from the entire movie that there's nothing as shocking or.
I
mean, Cronenberg is
don't-
known for his body horror, and there's nothing
Okay,
going past that headshot.
but
Until
you
the
know,
end.
we talked
is-
about this though a little bit in The Fly. There's so much that doesn't happen that is, you know, like there's only little spots of gore. There's places we'd love to see gore, but there's not very. Cronenberg is misjudged on how much gore is actually in his movies. His
Fair, but
gore
there's
is
a lot of
so
body horror.
shocking and body horror in it. This is technically body horror because you're seeing a lot of, like, honestly, the dart in the hand can be considered body horror. That makes your skin crawl with the placement of it right there. You're like,
okay, all right.
you can feel all that. Anytime he tries to give him the chemical, it's in his
Yeah.
hand.
All right.
It's
all right.
it's Cronenberg is his whole thing is to make you uncomfortable.
Yes. Yeah.
So,
it
and
really
that is
yes.
part of the body horror of this.
and the
not-
brilliance of Cronenberg.
It
yeah,
it
for
really
sure.
is. The gore is just the icing on top, the cherry. It's everything else that makes you uncomfortable.
It's
with
the
these movies.
it's the climax.
Right. It's the build
ejaculation
towards
of the point of
Yeah.
of the scene.
because he
is-
could have cheated out and done normal squibs for all the shotgun blasts.
Yeah.
It
oh,
just
yeah.
had like little poofs. It's literal like
no.
someone threw a tomato and it
It's
exploded
not a
on
blood
you.
Yeah.
fountain, but it is
There's
explosive.
shocking.
There's
Yeah.
chunks flying in the air, and someone does get shot in the head. It's just from a distance, so it's not like an up. I didn't want to make the Kurt Cobain joke because that's why I was
Oh,
expecting that one guy to get it that sneaks into the record store and they
Yes.
have him on his knees. To this day, I'm still like, make him blow his head off, and they don't, and it's like,
Yeah,
it's a
I
waste.
know.
But those are the good guys, right? That's why that doesn't
Well,
happen.
Vale doesn't care to kill though. Like she was having
Yeah.
issue. I
Right.
think her bursting people into flames was reactionary.
Uh-huh.
Vale
She's
was
like,
like,
oh shit, I gotta take care of these people.
Vale become real comfortable with killing because
Mhm.
they're trying to kill him. Honestly, let's be fair. You know,
Right.
so it's like kill or be killed at this point.
Mhm.
All right, let's rate this bad boy. This should be
Please.
interesting.
Guys, it's okay. He just wanted his machete back. Whew.
Pete, lead us off, brother.
Man,
Yeah, I'm
this
curious
is a-
about Pete's.
This is a movie. It's a 5. It's a movie.
Mm,
It's not bad. It's
I
not
feel like
great.
that's fair.
I feel I feel like I have been denied a great film. Like this thing has been built up into my horror
Lexicon.
I don't know. Yes, lexicon. Thank you. For so long, and I've been like, just never have I sat down to watch it. And I'm like, here's the perfect opportunity for me to sit down and watch this with two of my best buds.
Oh,
And
I was like, who was at your house watching this movie?
it's me,
The dogs.
yeah, the
it's me
dogs.
and dogs, and my one-eyed Willie. So,
Wow.
who watches movies with pants on anymore? So
He's got a point.
Is that why he took his pants off when we watched The Raid? That was really
I
uncomfortable.
don't
thought
have
it was
pants on
awkward, but it
right
was his
now.
house.
Do you want me to stand up?
No, it's fine.
Okay. So it was. It just failed.
So I'm gonna. I want to. I'll accept your vote. I'll accept your rating because I'm going to look at it like this.
Thank you, sir.
Well, no,
Thank
I
you,
want it.
evil overlord.
No, I
I
was
didn't
gonna.
swear on that
I know
one.
you didn't. I just got agitated.
That's his gavel. That is what that
That's my
is.
gavel.
That's
Bring order. To
Order,
the court.
order.
order to the court.
No, I was going to say. I think this is a good example of an early enough movie that has, like you perfectly said, it's been built up to this certain level of expectation. Yet you also have all of these other movies you have seen, and you know what you like, you know what you're looking for in a movie. That it has. I hate to use the word tarnished, but I feel like it may have tweaked your expectations.
Man,
now,
I've seen a lot of old movies like Wicker Man. Boy, the first time I saw that a couple of years ago, woof, that movie is great.
Because
or Witchfinder General.
Yeah.
That thing, that's a movie that y'all need to see, and that's a horror movie that has no equal.
Right. I mean, I look at it as like I have some history with this movie, and I've watched it several times. I've kind of taken it in. It's part of my viewing history.
Sure.
So when I look at it, I kind of get it a little bit more, even with its admitted flaws. It does have flaws. I feel like your grade would go up on a rewatch. And I really, I want to
Maybe.
stick to this. I want to say in a year, remind you, I'll watch it again too at the same time.
Okay.
Or if we're in
okay.
or if we're at the same area again and we get a chance, we'll watch Scanners together.
The visual effects are wonderful. The score is wonderful. The acting doesn't suck.
Michael
Vale's
Ironside's
not the
acting.
best.
Vale is the only like
Yeah.
flatness in this.
For him being the lead, he's not a strong lead at all.
I think the acting and the script is dodgy at best, and that's why it gets a 5. It would get, man. I'm giving it. I think 5 is a generous for me on a first watching.
Okay.
That's what I got to say about it.
And that's why I was saying I think it's fair, and I wanted to be like, some context to. I would be interested in seeing if this changed because I've watched. Nate and I both ate our words rewatching Texas Chainsaw Massacre Next Generation that we thought was a fantastic movie. Not so much
go
anymore.
that far. It was
I
definitely
set
like
you
a
both straight.
above
What a
average movie.
Piece of
We were
shit movie that
excited
was.
to cover it, and we did not rate that movie well.
I
so
recommended us not to cover that
not-
shitty movie.
to not revisit that at all. So
You
sometimes
did.
we should listen to Pete.
Sometimes.
Sometimes. All right,
All
Nate,
right.
what you got, brother?
I'm kind of in the same boat as Pete, but not.
Shut up.
Oh no, like I'm not. I'm higher than a 5. So
Don't you dare say 5.
I get the same
5.5.
feeling of like this has been built up, like it's this iconic horror movie.
It is iconic.
And then like I
big
watched it, I'm
cult
like,
following, and it's like, oh,
I don't think it is worthy of all that. I
I
don't think it's really
agree.
necessarily a horror movie either. And it's not
This
necessarily
is his most sci-fi.
yeah, it's not a
horror
drama.
movie.
So yeah,
No.
sci-fi feels good.
Yeah.
This feels like it's meant for a horror audience because this wouldn't be for your normal audience. So yeah. Sci-fi works. I like
think
that.
sci-fi is right.
Sci-fi horror. I would give it that label.
Barely barely horror.
There's a lot of sci-fi that has like slash horror because of the what's in the movie.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that's really where you had that level of gore, even on a movie that's completely about aliens. They put horror on it.
Yeah. Now,
There's
with the
more
movie
than
being
one
in
shot.
1981, and you think of that time period, it's impressive as hell as what is pulled off
Yeah.
in this movie.
Yes.
And like we've already talked about,
It
the
got-
score,
It got
the
a 5 for the
cinematography.
special effects.
But I do feel like this is just because how I don't feel fully that's a horror movie. I feel like this is something a college dork would say is like, oh, this is a master of horror. Let me tell you about
I didn't go to
horror."
college.
And that's what I feel like.
You're
Like
damn
it'd be
right,
one of
Nate.
those master like college dorks that I can't stand.
I think you're pissing off a lot of people right now.
I'm
Nate.
totally cool with that. When I was writing down my words, I was
We'll let Nate do
ready.
this.
Because I was also reminded of like when I first watched Eraserhead, and everyone's talking about how much of a genius David Lynch is. And I'm like,
Eraserhead.
this movie's terrible. You're a college dork that's just trying to sound smarter and elevated. When you could have got the same education at the library for Tree Fitty.
The views of Nate on Give Me Back My Horror Movies is not always going to be in line with Give Me Back My Horror Movies.
How do you like them apples, bitch?
So put a
it's
number to
also-
it. We ain't heard that yet. You're monologuing and haven't put a number to
Yeah,
it.
because I got some stuff to say. But it's
Nate-
also like
Nate hasn't said enough today.
yeah, when I saw Fulci's Zombie, and everyone talks about how incredible it is, and it's a very slow movie. It's got some cool gore effects, but all those gore effects are done in The Walking Dead on regular television. Like it's weird to me.
But that's
not
not
fair.
fair. That's not fair
It's
to
not
judge.
fair.
Not fair.
It's not.
It's not. You can't do that now.
But it is interesting that I still really enjoy Zombie and can go back and rewatch that.
As
despite
one
being
should.
slow.
Yeah.
Scanners, like I said, even a year from now, I don't think my opinion is going to change any. I'm just going to be like, I'm not a college dork that likes this as much.
I didn't go to college.
You're a dork.
What's your number?
It's a 6.5. Like it was not as bad as I was expecting. No, that's not. No, I will take that back.
What?
I'm
You were
taking that back.
expecting
That's
bad?
not what I meant.
I was
That's not what I
expecting
meant.
good.
It
and
wasn't
that's why I
as
got a 5.
good as I was expecting. That's what I meant.
All right.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm not fixing that. I'm throwing you out there raw.
that's
as a
fine.
nerd.
I'm allowed to mess up my words and jumble. 'em
Charlie,
up
it's your
once in a
turn,
while.
baby. Give
Oh,
give
it's-
us your 10.
No, it's not
Or-
a 10 because Fly was a
7.5. This is
10.
my
No,
guess.
it's 8.5.
Eight?
It is an 8.5. There is a reason this movie
Yeah.
is where it is in the horror genre, the sci-fi genre, the in Cronenberg's own category, catalog of movies. Like, and I've watched several. I own several. I have Shivers. We got The Fly. We've covered The Fly. We've glowed about that. Scanners. My God, dude. There's just, and it has to come from the multiple watchings.
It very well
It
could.
has to.
And it just,
And like,
it struck me as a teenager for some reason because I had never seen anything close to this movie, and I was new in my journey into horror. Normally, it was slashers, Freddy, Jason.
Oh, the
all
easy
this-
stuff. Yeah.
You start getting into things where you have to like think. Yeah, think. I mean, I'll be honest. Sometimes horror's brainless, but that doesn't make it bad. Sometimes some of the best
Agreed.
horror is turn my brain off, watch some shit happen. I've gotten better at paying attention to the story. I also get a little bit more understanding when I find out more about the making of a movie, finding out that all the issues Cronenberg had to go through, and he still put what he put out there on the screen and is still stuck with everyone like it has. That is tremendous that this is still a Criterion pick. This is still like rated well into 6 or 7 on IMDb on however many hundreds of people that have rated it, that we share this out, that we're covering it, and people are super excited. Anna, I think, is one of our followers, Cinema Slab. She was watching it the other night, and I was talking like, "Oh yeah, I'm getting ready to watch it too." She goes, "You're recording that soon, right?" And I'm like, "Yeah, we're getting ready to record it." And she's super excited to hear what we have to say. Sorry, Anna, I can't control.
Here's
these
what I'll
two
say though:
sometimes.
even though I think this is a lesser Cronenberg film, it's still better than what most people can put out.
Agreed.
You know,
That's
like
because
it's just that to me, there's too many ideas left on the table that could have been utilized better, and that's why I'm like, give me a Netflix miniseries of just like 6-hour-long episodes to fully flesh this out.
But it would
And I
have to
think
be Cronenberg doing it though. I
it
don't
would,
want to
like-
see someone else.
it would
It's like I
definitely
don't
have to
want
be
to. I don't want to
Cronenberg.
see someone else doing a John Carpenter movie because we've already seen what happens when they do
Right.
that.
We
You
don't
know,
talk
I
about
don't.
that.
But that's the thing though. And sometimes I think some people, you know, like a lot of people remember the name Cronenberg and they're like, I know that name, but he's not really counted among the greats. You know, like Wes Craven, Toby Hooper.
You're wrong.
You know,
Cronenberg is totally.
Yeah,
in the
I think
greats.
he's.
I
Definitely
don't hear
within the
that
greats.
name near as
Well,
much
I
as
think
I
it's
do the
because
others.
because you're in the action.
within the last 20 years,
Too
he's
much.
definitely
Yep.
not done. Like him returning to horror last year with Crimes of the Future, that was making waves. Like, holy shit, Cronenberg's
It was making
going back to
waves till
horror.
they watched it, and I heard that it was.
I've heard mixed reviews. I've heard it's vintage Cronenberg, and I've heard it's pretentious up his own ass. So I don't
Yeah.
know. I haven't watched it yet.
Well,
it's on Hulu.
See,
I
it's
just
like
need to check it out.
I've never watched Naked Lunch. Nothing about that movie makes me.
I know
wanna
two
go
things
watch
wrong
it.
about that movie.
Exactly. There's no naked and no lunch. You know, we talk about this stuff. But
I've
it's like,
seen Naked Lunch. There's
I-
it's weird.
I
But
don't,
History of Violence, fantastic.
Videodrome also.
I love.
very
Videodrome.
weird.
Eastern
I
Promises,
love Videodrome.
fantastic.
You
Like,
do love Videodrome. Okay.
I do. It's James Woods. Put James Woods in
Yeah.
a movie, and I'm going to watch it. But
Yeah,
that
sorry about
movie,
that.
movie's very sci-fi. That's
Yes.
not
yeah,
really
it's
horror.
100% sci-fi. That's all. That's only sci-fi.
But,
yeah.
dude, when he pushes that gun in his stomach, oh my
Mhm.
god, it still makes my skin crawl watching that scene. Seriously, man, the guy is so good at making people uncomfortable.
Yep.
But I'll still stand behind that in most talks of horror greats, it's John Carpenter, it's Wes Craven, it's all the big names that have huge franchises behind them. Then someone will be like, well, what about Cronenberg? And like, oh yeah, he did like The Fly and Video Journey. You know,
oh, well,
they'll
I guess
mention,
that's
like,
a big
3
point
movies.
though. He doesn't have any
they have-
franchise.
He doesn't have any
doesn't.
franchise.
Well,
That's
Scanners
okay, but
is it because you got 2 and 3.
Yeah, but he didn't do
Cronenberg
the other two.
has
you know.
legions of fans for his single films.
And that's true. What I'm saying is just in normal.
You don't need to have a franchise to be a great horror
Absolutely
storyteller.
No, but like I said, sometimes he's just not in the
this
same
one didn't do it for me.
conversations. I don't know. This one totally does it for me. To me, this is.
I'm great. I'm so happy it does.
This is.
You are not alone in this one.
No, I
Charlie,
have. There's legions
this is
behind me that is provable.
Yeah, legions of people that love this movie, and it's
College dorks.
Gosh,
It's okay.
You're digging
It's-
that hole,
it's
and
a-
I'm
it's
not
an
the one
okay-
with the shovel,
I
Nate.
I think Nate
fully ready for it.
Nate liked it better than me, but I think I accept it more than Nate does.
But I think you will uphold your word that you would try to watch this again.
I will watch
later.
it again in a year.
Yeah,
I think that'd be fun.
Nate's going to be over there going, college nerds. So
Yeah.
all right,
Anytime I can, make fun of them, I'm gonna.
all right, Nate. Do you? God, you do.
Yeah, I
this
got a trash
shit.
opinion.
I
Yeah,
know,
I
and
do.
I don't want to. I don't want to reward your bad behavior this evening.
I
Let's
gave
just-
it a fair score.
You did, and then you went and bashed on everyone that loves this movie. I don't know how you do this. How do you? Ha!
How
I'm
hasn't
the trash man.
anybody showed up
I
at
come
Nate's
out,
house
I
and
throw
beat the shit out
trash
of him?
all over the ring. And then I start eating garbage.
They know
And
I'm
then I pick up
lovable.
the
That's
trash
why.
can, and I
They look at my cheeks and they pinch them.
Oh, that's gonna be a disaster.
I think Nate is lovable.
See?
Yeah.
So this comes from Med Josta back in 2020. So fairly recent.
Read your
Gave it
damn
a
words.
1 out of 10 and said,
Oh my
can
God.
Cronenberg write? This movie had a cool concept, but the flow was awful. We start off with basically 2 opening scenes that are overlong and offer little story. Then we're finally hit with a dialogue scene with exposition that again is overlonged and packed with terrible dialogue. All of that information should have came out in small pieces and not in one jam scene. This is the sign of a bad director that doesn't know how to pace his movie. That's the problem that should have surfaced in the writing. That main guy can't act. That's all I can say. He was awful. Of course, the head blowing up was very cool, but why in the hell was the end of the movie ruined by the poster? That was just dumb. So this person didn't fully
End of the movie.
grasp anything.
You see that picture and you don't know that that's the end of the movie, so it
No,
doesn't
not at all.
spoil anything. While he has some decent points that I will
Yeah,
give him.
No, like that was the thing that was interesting. There was
That's
parts
one of the
that where it's
best
like, yeah,
bad movie reviews we've ever had.
He had
legit.
He had good
Yeah.
points, but my problem is he gave it a 1, which
and he called Cronenberg a bad director, which
A 1 out of 2
in this
or a 1
movie
out of
you
10
can
or
tell.
what?
Yeah, 1 out of 10.
No. It's not a 1 out of 10.
There's no way. That's called
The
I don't
special
know what I'm
effects, the
doing.
score, the acting was all solid. It
Because
was-
of Cronenberg's directing is why we got even
right,
what we
right.
got.
And
So-
what did he say about Cronenberg's direction?
Just say it was bad.
No, you're wrong.
Nate, you're wrong.
That wasn't even
Nate,
me. It
you're
was
wrong.
Wrong, Nate,
Josta.
you're wrong. It came out of your mouth.
I'm pretty sure Nate is the one that writes all these.
I think that's what it is. He actually
Shit.
doesn't like this stuff.
Shit.
He always we start this and I'm like,
and he's always like, oh wait, I got this, and he's
right, yeah. He bends his head down, and we think he's looking it up, and he's actually writing the shit.
No, God, Goblin, pack your shit.
You ever see that scene in Scanners when that dude's head blew up?
So here's Nate. He's like, okay, here's my review. Right. So
He's reading it just after he types it. Is how he's going through and doing it.
That was a
This
bad
movie-
guy.
Bad movie, bad me, dumb, stupid. Writing, dumb. Main person, dumb.
1 out of 10. Yeah, this guy. No, that is the epitome of trash review. That's terrible. So no, this movie is fantastic. It's a movie everyone should watch.
I'm not against that. Yes,
Yeah,
you should watch it, and I think it will connect with a lot of folks. It just
Very much
didn't hit.
It didn't live up to the
pay
hype.
dirt with me.
No-
Right.
Number one, I'm still very shocked. At least Pete had never seen this before, which is why I was really excited for him to see it.
It was
Number
one of
two,
those-
I'm not shocked that Nate thought it was rubber for some reason. To me, I'm like, oh, that tracks.
I love Rubber is a good
Yeah,
time.
Rubber is fantastic.
I actually would have accepted Nate going, you know what? I was thinking of Screamers the entire time, which was Peter Weller and the little robot creatures under the dirt on another planet. I'd be like,
Ooh,
okay,
I
they
don't know
sound the
that
same.
one.
You don't know Screamers?
Screamers, apparently, I don't.
From the writer of one of the Alien movies.
Yeah,
Right?
It's
Ridley
they're-
Scott,
No, it wasn't Ridley. It was one of the
James Cameron.
they
It's the only two.
there's like these
Aliens
two
movie.
factions fighting each other, and one creates this like killer robot that burrows under the ground, and they call them Screamers because when they come flying at you, they're basically like right at you with like saw blades and slice you up, and it kind of dips into some Blade Runner kind of storyline
That
with
sounds
like
stupid as
androids.
shit, and I want to see it.
Oh,
It's on Tubi.
Yeah, it's on Tubi. It's right up your alley.
Oh my god, that
I will-
sounds
I will-
awful.
I will not apologize for the
Peter
ending
Weller's
either.
in it,
So
isn't he?
yeah, Peter Weller's in it. RoboCop's in it. It's a lot of good fun. It's
It was written
definitely-
by Philip K. Dick. That's who it was.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I would have expected Nate to just get the names confused, not an entirely different character / tire. Just,
All right.
all right,
Let's
we done.
roll.
All right, yeah. So
Yeah, that's it.
actually, I love Pete's thing. So if you do follow us on social media, or if you don't, please go over to Give Me Back My Horror Movies, Give Me Back My Action Movies on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, YouTube. But please come over there and tell us your favorite practical effect in a horror movie.
I would love to hear that.
I actually would love that. If you want to email it to us at gmbmampod@gmail.com, we'll take an email for it. But I am super curious about either your favorite or one that just stands out to you among the others. It doesn't have to be a favorite. It could just be one that whenever I say that, it pops in your brain. I think that's interesting. Pete, good job on that one. You redeemed yourself. Nate messed up. So
Can I say the F word next episode?
I might. Well, let's see. You might not want to say the F word in the next one. I guess I have
all the
wait,
F words.
I guess I have to announce what we're doing next month now, right? Don't I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
it's
is
time. Yes.
Yeah,
it's
you can
time.
finally reveal it. Good Lord.
I can reveal. So this has been June. Charlie didn't get a pick, even though I wouldn't have been upset picking Scanners. But I also decided, I've been thinking that we always get October with spooky months, and it always leans heavy to the horror side of things.
I would hope
Even
so.
we've done more horror.
Even though we did action movies
movies
in October, but
Yeah,
we
but we
should
did
not
End
do
of
that ever again.
Days. End of Days was cool.
Oh, okay, fair. That's fair.
And I forget. Oh, we did Underworld.
Underworld. Yep.
So
Underwear.
I try to keep it horror centric. So I was like, man, action needs a month. And I was like, you know what? Action needs a whole month. So for all of July, it's an action movie takeover.
All right.
This was his way of, getting revenge at us, Pete.
Basically.
Mm-hmm.
So we are starting.
What you're
It's all right.
hearing on the horror podcast is you get no horror movies in all
No
of
horror
July.
movies for a month.
This
Not
was
even a little
not
bit.
my idea. I am sorry, horror fans.
They were excited about it when I announced it. So basically, we're doing a
It's all
big
right.
summer blockbuster. It's 4th of July for us Americans. Nothing but freedom, bullets, eagles, guns. And we're starting it off no other
Eagles
way
and
that I could think of is an action movie that has almost every single action star in it. Starting July, we were doing Expendables Part 2. That way
Part
we can
two.
get
Not even
Van
part
Damme as
one,
a
part
bad guy.
two.
Yeah,
No,
I don't
we
know
want
why
Van
we're not
Damme as
doing
a bad
part
guy.
one.
Van Damme is a bad guy, guys. Van Damme is a bad guy.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
Scott
I can't wait to
Atkins,
break his heart
bad
on this
guy.
one.
Chuck
Scott
Norris
Atkins
shows
is a
up
bad-
in this
Oh,
one.
okay. All
Chuck
right.
Norris shows up in this one. Arnold
It's the
Schwarzenegger
worst
and Bruce
cameo
Willis.
ever.
No, it's
Chuck
not.
Norris
it now.
Because he
I've
makes
not seen
his
this, so-
own jokes. Bruce
Ugh.
Willis and Arnold Schwarzenegger drive a smart car. It's epic. I also have a special guest that I will save as a surprise for the episode that's coming in on
Oh
that one.
no! Oh, I like that.
Following that movie up with a true summer blockbuster, we're finally bringing Keanu into the show. We're doing Speed. It is just
No, we're
it
doing
just
Speed.
Screams
Yeah.
action.
My vote was Speed 2, Cruise Control,
No,
but
we're not
whatever.
doing Speed 2 Cruise Control.
Why
before
can't we ever do Speed 2, Cruise Control?
Well, we did Expendables 2. Why can't we do Speed 2?
Well, because I have another sequel that's next, and we're doing Lethal Weapon 2 right after that.
That would
So we're-
Speed 2 would be perfect. So
I
we're
know,
doing
right?
Speed.
Speed 2.
Not doing
Lethal
Speed
Weapon
2.
2.
It's got
No,
William
what's-
Dafoe.
What's the fourth? What's the fourth one, man?
Well,
Boats don't have brakes.
I also have a special guest coming for Lethal Weapon 2, so be prepared for that one. And we are finishing out our July action takeover with quite possibly the greatest childhood action movie I could think of.
Childhood?
I'm excited for these guys. Oh, yeah. Childhood.
Spy Kids?
Three
No.
ninjas.
We're doing Megaforce. I am bringing
Oh,
Megaforce
boy.
to the channel. It is G.I. Joe before we ever got a live action
Oh,
G.I.
boy.
Joe movie. I cannot wait to let these guys watch this movie. I also
can't
have
wait
some,
to see it for the first time.
I don't have a special guest for that one, but I do have some special stuff planned for our Megaforce episode.
Ooh.
So a lot of fun getting ready to happen in July. I think we're going to break records as far as downloads. I'm just saying. You know, your guys'
We'll
little
see.
horror show over here is a little bit of fun, but when you
Yeah, you
poo-poo
just-
on one
Yeah,
of the
but
greatest
then what's
horror
gonna happen
movies-
come October? He's gonna be like, "Well, let's do like an action horror movie."
I have only picked one, and it's a horror movie. You guys have picked the rest of them.
Yeah, you're making Pete have
For
to
when?
revisit that.
for October.
Oh hell.
We're already planned out through December. They have picked
Yes.
all of the October movies except one, and I threw one out that is horror, and Pete's not excited about it. We'll save that for a little bit later.
Not at all.
Please check us out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Go check us out on our old socials. We'll be updating as we go. Nate, I don't even want you to get us out of here.
No, trust me, you're gonna want this. Trust me.
Do I want? Do I? Okay.
Yeah. All right, we're gonna do this the scanner way. I'm gonna suck your brain dry.
Ew.
You're not wrong. I do love that line.
No.
We're gonna do this the
I mean,
scanner
that's-
way.
that's a good
Yeah.
line.
I do like that.
And then they go. Ah, yes, Dr. Ruth. By chance, do you have a dead ringer of sexual pleasure that I could buy from you?
Dr. Cronenberg, I thought you were dead.
No, I am alive. Always. I've always just sound like a skeleton.
I don't know where to go from this.
You ever see that scene in Scanners when that dude's head blew up?